All right, guys, sorry. Sweaty vlog today. It's hot, for one. And two, we just moved a bunch of stuff. So, enclosed trailer, my car, we're full of stuff. We had a couple friends help us because we didn't really need, we're just moving the boutique stuff right now, basically just for these open houses. So, we didn't need a whole lot of people. We still got it done in, what time is it? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, so about an hour with a few of us. We got random, don't worry about the pool noodles. That's a story for another day. But just a bunch of our boutique stuff is here and moved. We got to get ready for open houses. So that's what we're doing. The cleaning lady has been here. So, this looks much better than it did the other day. Or yesterday, that was just yesterday. So that looks much better. The black has been painted again. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, it's better. And honestly, some of that actually that I think you're seeing is just reflection from, yeah. That's just shadows from the window, from the doors behind us here, is what we're seeing. So I don't know that they can do much better than that, honestly, on a black wall. So yeah, for the most part, it looks pretty good. I feel like you can still see the box around. We can kind of see where that's boxed around that. But what do you do? So we're getting there. Today was to move all this boutique stuff and then kind of get it organized. I have a bunch of people coming tomorrow, like staff, my people who, will kind of know what's going on and be able to help organize shoes and stuff, coming tomorrow afternoon, which would be Sunday. So our job today on Saturday was really just to get this physically moved over here, and kind of just a little bit of a handle on what's going where. Kind of organize it a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So I want to take a quick gander around though and see what else she kind of cleaned. Josh has been down the hall. Did you notice anything else? I think she vacuumed in here again, because there was ceiling tile mess in here, so I think she cleaned in here again. So I think this space is pretty clean. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you go back in the staff lounge yet? Remember
I don't think she did anything back there.
We're not sure she knows that's back there, maybe.
I think she had limited
What's
time.
this?
Oh, it's from the door, I'm guessing.
Ooh.
And they pulled a bunch of paint off the wall down the hallway. Where the tape was on the wall.
Great. I mean, that still has kind of got an issue happening. But
Jake will fix that when he's here.
did she clean down this hall at all?
Yeah.
No, she probably just, because that was there, probably left it. But this hall's been cleaned down. Oh. I don't think she cleaned the elevator, because that's all going to come off. I mean, that's just dust.
I think she had limited time.
Gotcha. So yeah, looks nice though again now with, I'm not sure what some of this is, tape, I think. But the hall looks much better. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did get a little paint off the wall in some places. But she did get all this cleaned up, which is super nice. Look at, oh yeah. I'm telling ya. So yeah, there's quite a bit of areas to touch up here. This one wall, it seems like.
That's where the walls are painted versus the wall paint.
You're right, that's what it is. Well, this one's not bad though, right here. But then, yeah, but I mean, all the way down. What's odd is that whole strip is fine. But yeah, these are just painted walls versus wallpapered walls. And that tape just pulled a little. to touch that up a little bit. But lots of touching up. This, though, I'm not sure.
You're not touching that.
I was going to say, I don't know what you... Is that like scuffs or...
Scratches in the tile.
Scratches actually in the tile, yeah. And then whatever the black stuff is around it. That's very interesting. Wasn't there that RAM board here? I'm pretty sure.
They either went through that or they moved the door out of the way, fold the RAM board, and then moved the door.
Dang. Anywho. All right, so get this stuff organized a little bit with, shoes all in one area, get some tables set up, that kind of stuff, so that when my staff gets here tomorrow, we have a little bit of a plan. I can put a few of them in this corner and working on this, and a few of them over here working on that, so that we can get all set up for our open houses. So we're going to get to work on that. All right, we'll check back with you guys before we leave so you can see what progress we got done. Okay, update. We're kind of done-ish with what we're going to do today in here. So we just organized everything. Those are all tights. This is all just random boutique stuff like stuffed animals and stuff like that. Some furniture that's going to just be out in the middle here as we have our open houses, right? This isn't like normal waiting room setup. All the shoes are kind of separated out. These are all shoes. Those are shoes in their spots. And then we moved, I had Josh help me. When he's here, I use him for the things I need him for. Move some of the big shelves and smaller shelves in here that I want to be in here. So yeah, 100% sure I know how I want my station set up around the outside of the room. But as far as once we start opening all these boxes and getting merchandise out, I don't know exactly, we'll have plenty of room, I guess is what I'm getting at. So I don't know exactly what this middle area is going to look like once we get all that stuff out and hung up and kind of organized and displayed. It obviously grows as you take it out of the box. So we'll see. But we have the whole real boutique that we can use. Room can have merchandise in it as well. That's really the boutique. So, but the boutique's just gonna, kind of flow out into this open area in the middle during our open house events. I do not know, wondering, I don't know in the future if we will hold, I don't think actually we will hold our open houses in this space in the future, because there'll be all the waiting room couches and love seats and furniture. That's just a lot to move for one event. We can if we have to, that's always an option. It's always an option. We can move all the furniture out of here if we needed to, but I don't know that we'll need to, honestly. So we'll see. I don't know how it will be next year, but for right now, with this room being open, not having any furniture in it right now, makes sense. Yeah? So I'm going to show you kind of what we're thinking as of right now. So this is where everybody walks in, the front main doors. So we'll have a welcome table here, and obviously we need balloons and flowers and all the perspective stuff. All the marketing materials will be out here as well. And then this will be the greeter person. We'll probably do door prizes out here as well, just because it's a nice big space. And then they'll move around the room this way. So they'll come over here. There's going to be a photo booth area that they can take pictures at while they wait in line. And this is going to be a new station for us this year. This is going to be the check your schedule, make sure that you're in what you want to be in kind of thing, and that you know what day you're coming to class and things like that. So we'll have 2 or 3 different staff members sitting behind here, and then people can get in line kind of where I'm standing and do that. So that's what, station 3 or something, I think. And then they'll move over here and they will meet with a staff member who makes sure that they have all their shoes ready to go. So if they need ballet shoes or if they need tap shoes, they'll come over here and do that. And then they can just kind of shop and hang out. They turn in a little slip with what shoes they need. And then that gets turned into a staff member, and they'll call them when it's time. And they can just kind of hang out, shop in this general area, shop. And then the staff member who's floating in this area will let them know, hey, you're going to be up next. There'll be some chairs probably sitting kind of right here. And then they'll call them in here to get sized for shoes. So we'll have 3 shoe fitting stations in here, and they will get them sized for shoes. If we have extra, we always have some in stock to begin with anyway. So if we have them in stock, they get to take them with them. And then we have a paperwork station. So they'll come out here and meet with one of our staff members quickly, just to make sure that they get all of their paperwork done. And then checkout station here. So bathrooms are just down the hall there where Josh was. So we've got a little bit of cleaning to do and obviously unpacking all of this stuff, but that will be left for tomorrow. So head back to university, get a few more things. We realized that we definitely need more chairs, so we're gonna grab some more folding chairs. And we also need to have our ballet bars here, some of our portable ballet bars, because we use them to hang merch on for open house. So, and then you can kind of see our bushes are getting a little overgrown already. Here, I'm trying to get that for you. There you go. Getting a little overgrown already. So just the other day that we did all that, but we're gonna go grab a hedge trimmer and get that done as well, so that it is ready to go. The other thing I need to add to my list to grab at university is probably some toys, and we can put, it won't be like what normally is going to be in this little area, but we can have our toddler play area kind of up and running for this event. So all right, so we're gonna run some errands, and then I'll touch base with you a little bit later. All right, update what we've got done so far. So Josh ran out to get funky light bulbs. I can show you, they're interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not actually, but if you can see, they're not normal light bulbs at all. He went out to get some of those, and then also a DVD player, because we managed to get one of the TVs up. There will be 5 in this area, but this one will be in the little kind of toddler play area. And then big kids can still see it if they sit, you know, they can kind of scooch back and sit like in this area. They can still see the TV if they want to watch a movie while they're waiting for sister or brother or whatever who's dancing. But I think I feel pretty good. We've got plenty of space here. So I'll kind of flip you around. We got going. So welcome table, already talked about that. And then as they come in, they'll move this way around the room. Backdrop, that will be when my staff gets here. They'll help with that. Definitely need multiple sets of hands on that one. And then this station is really, we just need the reception desk. So that's kind of there. And then the shoe station, figuring out what they need for shoes, will be here. And then the shopping stuff, which we're kind of starting to get organized here. I think, like a lot of these cubbies, I think I'm going to put right up against the back of these chairs, so kind of make a line there. Kind of define the space a little bit. And then this middle part will have the bars, and we'll have a bunch of hanging stuff on the bars. Different merchandise options. And then we also have we have a lot of stuff. So then we have all this like stuffed animals and necklaces and all that kind of stuff. So that stuff will go somewhere. Not exactly sure where. We have a bunch of tights, but we have the whole boutique as well that, you know, we can use. So plenty of room there. And then the shoe sizing stations are kind of getting set up. Again, staff will put them all out when They're here tomorrow, but we've got the 3 different designated kind of areas for all of the sizing shoes. So we do 3 different sizing stations. Sometimes we've even done 4 in the past, but instead of doing 4 or 5, because really we kind of needed to upgrade. So instead of doing like 5, we're going to do 3, but put a helper at each one. So I'm hoping it will be like there's 5 or 6. It'll move even faster because there'll be somebody helping grab the next size of shoes. And then they'll come out here and do paperwork. One thing for those studio owners out there, or anybody who does an event like this, we actually have 2 of these stations. And we actually have 2 people there. We have 3 people that can be there. And the reasoning for that, we found, is that if you have kind of an extra station and then you have a floater, which is typically me, or Miss Amanda or Miss Molly, somebody like that, who really knows all the stations and can do basically every station, we can kind of pump in, or we've got a couple other staff member, I guess, too, that they can do a couple different stations. And so I can bump them back and forth between a couple different stations. But some of us can kind of bump in between all of the stations. So let's say we're here at the open house and, you know, this is kind of calming down. There's really not many people here. But then all of a sudden there's a ton of people backed up like they're just coming in. Then I can shut down. If I'm here doing a second station of paperwork, I can just shut that down and I can move over towards the beginning of the stations and jump in a station there. And then, so you're kind of just helping with the flow of traffic because you're not controlling the flow of traffic, right? We could have a bunch of people show up at the same time and then no people for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then you can have a bunch of people show up. So it always seems to work like that, like a constant trickle like you'd want it to be. So then once they're done with paperwork, then they'll check out. We've got to move the computers and stuff over here yet from university, but that'll be tomorrow. We've got to clean that countertop behind, and that'll be a great place. We can kind of hide our bags, like our merch bags and things like that. And it'll just be nice to have countertop space behind the checkout people. And then they'll sneak out this way through the kind of double doors and back out where they came from. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Fortunately, like you guys know, if you've been following along on the vlog, we can't really move in yet because there's still painting touch-ups that are happening. There's still, I think, an inspection or 2 that needs to get finalized. I think it's mainly on the 2nd floor though, but still. And then we still don't really know exactly what the deal is with this carpet. So until we know that, because there's a potential, I believe, as to my knowledge anyway, there's still a potential that it might all get taken out. And so we can't like move our big desks in or anything like that. Unfortunately, we had to put the reception desk together and we had to put that in, which is large. So I hope we don't have to take the carpet out, but we had to so that we could get the lights figured out and everything. So the electricians needed that. So anyway, yeah. So we can't really officially move in yet for a couple different reasons, but we have these open houses coming up this week. 1, we told everybody they were going to be here. And 2, we really don't have enough space to hold these anywhere else the way that we intended to hold them. And so it is what it is. It will be fine, but we really can't move a ton of stuff in until we're sure that the furniture is really able to move in and stay and doesn't need to be moved because of the carpet needing to be redone. So we're going to go on a little tour here. I'm going to slip my shoes on because it's not as clean everywhere. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tour. I think we still have some cleaning that needs to be done, just here and there. So we're going to go back. I have not checked this space out since the cleaning lady has been here. So, like, yeah, obviously she didn't clean back here yet. Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely spaces she has not cleaned yet. there's definitely some of this stuff happening, which I'm gonna have to make sure that at least out front where we're gonna be hosting this open house, we have all the stuff on there. Yep, still dirty. So this area, that door is filthy. So yeah, this area back here still needs kind of that once over clean. There's really not much back here. This won't take her long. And again, this is the staff lounge, in case you didn't know. But, and like, just dust. So, the cleaning's not really done. It's good enough for us to, like I said, have an open house. And I mean, things aren't really done. So, well, there's one we'll have to get. But let's head upstairs. I want to show you upstairs. So, halls look so much better. I know I've said this multiple times. It's funny what a big difference that makes. I don't know if it's like the light reflecting or what. It just seems so much more open and airy, and it literally that makes the hallways feel bigger. I know that sounds crazy. I'm aware how I sound, but it does. It feels so much more light and open and airy once we get all this RAM board off the ground. So here where we got RAM board, it's messy, it's dirty, real dirty. But let's see what status the studios are at right now. So we are getting to a point where pretty much all the ceiling tiles are in. There's some really interesting things. You guys like this, where instead of doing it like this, how you're supposed to do it, we just kind of went like this, because that seemed easier. So, there's that. And then what is this? I don't know. Just a little, we stopped short. I have no idea why. It's like it's not big enough, but they just went ahead and left it up, because it's like good enough, right? Yeah, I don't know. 80% meat standard. I don't know. This is pink. So same thing, looking much better now that we've got ceilings pretty much put back together. And basically, other than a little bit of stuff here, basically, we have everything off the floor. So, awesome. Yeah, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. I believe all the studios are kind of at the same spot where they need outlet covers, light switch covers. They need the floor patched. You can see where the wall was taken out, boop, right there in the middle. That needs to get patched. Yes, we're putting subfloor and dance floor over top of it. However, we still want to make sure that we're doing it right, and we want that to be level. So we don't want to have a weird dip in our floor. So likely with the subfloor, it wouldn't matter, but you know, while we have it like this, it just makes sense. The other thing I said is, you know, if we were to ever repurpose a room, let's say, I don't know, we decide to move a studio into a new room and we swap something or something. I've been in business long enough to know never say never, and never assume something like, you know, it for sure I'll never do this, or this could never happen. I definitely know better than that at this point. And so I just think it's silly to not, when we have the opportunity, patch the floor, do it right, because you just never know what we might repurpose something for down the road. And I think it would be silly. These are pretty nice floors. They're filthy right now, but other than that, they're really nice floors. And so it seems silly to not at least kind of patch it. They're not gonna look perfect by any means, but it'll look okay. You'll be able to tell a wall was there, but they'll look all right. Okay. Studio. So again, they're pretty much all at that same Same spot, like I said. Need some switch covers. The other thing we noticed is like when they rewired them, one does something, the other one does not. And so we told them, so we actually have to walk, which is fine. We're dance teachers. If we can't walk across the studio, we shouldn't be teaching dance, right? Or get ourselves from one edge of the studio to the other. So then when you come over here, these two both do something. But the one switch over there doesn't do anything. So we've asked them to kind of kill that switch, you know, make it so that our teachers aren't constantly going, wait, is the light switch not working? Right? It's just one of those things that in a commercial space, when you have lots of different people, it can get confusing. So that's gray. So we've seen these 4 on this side. Let's take a little journey to the other side of the building. But yeah, for the most part, I think the studios are oh, you know, you gotta laugh. This room, if you guys remember, this is where they had a bunch of storage stuff. They were storing all the lights and ceiling tiles. So this room is getting cleared out as they are working on getting everything put back together. So just a little bit of stuff here. I'm wondering if these are extras. Maybe we'll have a few extras to hold on to in case something breaks. We'll see. But yeah, let's take a look at green. Green is over here. I'm turning lights off because I don't know why they think all these lights. See, now it's funny. I don't know that the HVAC stuff is all running the way it's supposed to yet, because this room feels humid and it says it's 70 and there's no way it's 70. We're just gonna bump it down and see what happens. But it just feels humid in here though, for whatever reason. So this is the room that ended up having more issues than it was supposed to. True construction fashion. If you remember, there was a like a conduit right here that went up, and so we had to move that over into the wall and patch the floor back in. And then they'll put the floor, whatever we use to patch this area here, we'll go over top of that as well. So, but yeah, this one's got ceilings back in. We're really getting close, you guys. Basically, we've got to get all the final inspections done. Whatever is not done yet, which I honestly don't even know, but whatever's not done yet needs to get done. And then we need to, that area is kind of a mess down there, but we need to get the cleaning lady in here, and there's just a lot of cleaning to do. So I'm a little concerned about that, just because I think we need kind of a crew of people to come in and really knock this out to get everything. There's just, when you start looking around, you know, there's 16,000 square feet up here on this level. And, you know, we're still not completely clean on the first level yet. We're getting there, but we're not completely clean yet. So there's just a lot left to do. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. They did get the new security light in over the stairs. It was very, I shouldn't say kind of, it was very, like barely putting off any light. And so, yeah, and then here we go. We're kind of to the clean part, cleanish part. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. I might have, I forget. But we got our outlets in here. So each desk, there'll be 4 desks on either side, up against the wall, kind of with your back to the other set of desks. And this is just for students or parents that want just a quiet place to sit and work and study. There's no talking in here. There's no noise in here. The outlet's in for that. So that's exciting. Just a reminder, we still have a couple units to lease. I've got people who are interested, but I still only have the one who signed a lease and has moved in. And so we still have I don't even know how big it is, 1,800 square feet or so of like office space that's available here. And then down the hall here we have 2 classrooms, classroom size rooms here and down the hall that are about 500 square feet each. I would love to have the building full of just like-minded, you know, we share the same core values. Perhaps we kind of overlap our clientele a little bit, because not only is that beneficial for a business, obviously, I'm not going to pretend like that's not part of it, of course. But for me, more than anything, it's convenient for our families. So, I think Josh is back from Menard. Did you find what you needed?
Kind of.
Oh, kind of. Okay. So we're going to try to get a DVD player hooked up here so that at the open house we can have an old recital playing, so that kids can kind of watch that if they would like. So yeah, we're going to work on that. But this is kind of where we're at for tonight. And once staff gets here tomorrow afternoon, we will get this all, it'll look way different once we open these boxes up and get everything put away. So that's it for tonight. We'll talk to you later. Bye.